guys, welcome to my channel and welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be sharing a full tour of my renovated master bathroom. So when we moved into this house a little over 2 years ago, I knew the master bathroom was going to be the first and still potentially the only major renovation project we do in this house. It took almost over the course of a year for this entire project to be finished. It is a combination of some DIY stuff on my part as well as work that has been done by hired out contractors. So the space was completely just old, outdated, not working for an updated master bathroom layout. It is a very small footprint of a bathroom for a master, I would say, and I did my best to work with the space that I had. I did expand the single sink vanity to a double sink vanity, so that is the biggest change that I made in the bathroom. Otherwise, everything else was just cosmetic updates, but it is a pretty good overhaul. I wanted to make sure I chose things that would be attractive to potential buyers in the future, since I know this is not our forever home. So I had to find a middle ground between kind of my weird quirky tastes and keeping things neutral. I would say I mostly stayed on the neutral side of things. If you are new to my channel, hi, my name is Annie. I love everything interior design, home decor, organization, and cleaning related. So if you share those common interests with me, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. Hopefully I can motivate and inspire you. All right, and let's jump into my renovated master bathroom tour. So I'm gonna start out by just showing you guys a overview of the before and after of the bathroom so you can get a general idea of what the layout is like, as well as all of the drastic changes we made.
So I'll start off by just talking about the biggest change we made to this bathroom, and that was upgrading the sink vanity area from single to a double. So previously, this wall was about, middle of where those drawers are. It was one sink, outdated of course. And for a master bathroom, this is pretty small. It got crowded with Sam and I in here, so I was like, I really want a double sink, and we were able to do that. On the other side of this wall is a closet in one of the bedrooms. So we were able to just shrink down the size of the closet and just basically extend this wall over. The countertop is the feature piece. That is initially what I knew I wanted in here, and I basically built around it. So this countertop is a quartz countertop. It is by Cambria, and the color or design, I guess you would say, is called Beaumont. So I love this design because it has got, I'm hoping the camera will pick it up, but it's got gold, sparkly flecks in it, as well as some silver. So the color tones in this are a mix of like whites, grays, and beiges with the gold and silver mixed in, which is why I love it so much. I think it is beautiful, and it incorporates all of those neutral colors that are really easy to decorate around. The sinks are just traditional undermount circular sinks. The faucets I chose are chrome, but they have this very kind of vintage Victorian-esque style. I know a lot of people do not like mixed metals, but I think it can be done in a tasteful way. And like I said, part of the reason I picked this countertop is because it has both gold and silver in it, which I knew I was going to incorporate in my hardware. So I've got the chrome and the brushed gold hardware on my pulls and cabinet knobs. I can't remember what the brand of these cabinets are, but they are like a middle of the road kind of price range. So they're not super high end, but they're not like budget box store either. They did come from a specialty store. If I can remember the name of the brand. I will put it in the description box. And then, like I said, the hardware I picked is just a simple brushed gold, and these are from Amazon, and I have used them before for past projects, and I absolutely love them. And then the drawers are soft close, so that's a really nice feature. So this whole drawer here is like hair tools, and what I wanted to make sure I got done was get an electrical outlet in my drawer. So when I use my blow dryer or straightener or whatever, I can just pull it right out, use it, and then put it right back in. That is an amazing feature. I'm so happy I did it. I love it. I was very indecisive about what I wanted to do with the mirror in here. I initially thought I wanted to do 2 separate picture frame mirrors, like one hung over each sink with like the wall showing. But then I thought, this is a tiny bathroom. I want to do whatever I can to make it feel bigger than it actually is, as well as that gets very little natural light since there's only this tiny window in here. I really just want to do a giant mirror to reflect the space and make it feel bigger. So I ordered a custom piece of mirror glass from a local mirror and glass place, I guess. I want to say it was only like $200 or $300 for this giant piece of glass. And then I worked with my contractor to build a wood frame that went around it. There was a little bit of a miscommunication with this. I wanted something a little bit more ornate and detailed with the framing, but he just did kind of some very simple basic wood panels. The simple unfinished wood frame sat here for months before I figured out what I was gonna do with it. I also added this little molding detail myself after the contractor finished, because like I said, I wanted something with a little bit more detail, and I do feel like this kind of took it up a few notches. And then for my backsplash, I just chose a simple small white subway tile. I did do a slightly off-white grout color. I think it was called Bone, just to give it a little bit more character, and it does kind of tie in with some of the colors of the countertop. For my lighting, I was super indecisive about what I wanted to do in here. I previously picked some different fixtures before these that I had up. I did not like them, and this is what I ended up going with. These are a brushed brass kind of farmhouse style light fixture. I purchased these on Amazon and they were fairly inexpensive, and I feel like they're really good quality for what I paid for them. Again, they are that brushed brass to tie them back into my hardware that I have in the Vanity. And then I installed some basic towel racks on each side of the sink. There is also all new molding installed in here. Previously it was like the little tiny builder grade molding that's like 3 inches. So this is now I think 5.5 inches. It matches the same molding that I redid in my hallway, and I have plans to continue this around the rest of my house. We also replaced the toilet when we moved in. We actually bought 3 of the same. They're in every bathroom in my house. I highly recommend them. I think they are American standard. I'll link them below. I was also very indecisive about what I wanted to do on this wall above the toilet, and I'm still not 100% sold on what's going on here. And especially as far as like decor in here goes, it's still quite unfinished, but I'm not in a hurry to just buy stuff to buy stuff. I like to collect things over time. I purchased this metal shelf online. It was advertised as metallic gold, but the color I got was far from metallic gold. So I went in and painted this with my gilding paint to make it look more authentically gold and kind of that foil look. I'm not 100% happy with how this looks, but I don't hate it. I'm just kind of leaving it to see if it'll grow on me, or if I can figure out a way I can style it and be happy with it. And the same thing kind of for my window treatments. I switched this out a couple of times, trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I'm working on getting some more little cafe curtains to go down here too for more privacy, but I really love this valance. I know toile is kind of old-fashioned to people, but I really love the kind of traditional look that it can give a space. And then we have the floors. Previously it was just vinyl tile. There was 2 layers of vinyl looking tile. I think they were like the sheet kind. This is the waterproof plank vinyl tile that looks like wood. I know it's from Home Depot, but unfortunately I don't think they make this color anymore. It's like an oak finish. I didn't want anything too gray or too rusticy looking because I feel like that is gonna eventually look outdated. I think for the whole bathroom I only paid like $100 for all of what I needed for this. All right, and now on to the bathtub shower combo. So my shower curtain I bought thinking that this is exactly what I wanted. It's just plain bright white with these little black pom-pom details on it. It's cute, I like it, but I'm not in love with it. So previously we had a very ugly tannish beige drop-in shower tub combo here. I did a lot of bathtub research before we made our decision, and what we landed on is the American Standard Americast tub. I like to take baths, so I wanted to make sure it was extra deep, which it is. So basically what Americast is, it's like an alternative to a cast iron tub. So it's not nearly as heavy, not nearly as expensive as a cast iron tub is, but it is not like those fiberglass or acrylic tubs. It feels so much more sturdy. I'll link the exact one that I bought down below. If you guys are in the market for a bathtub, I highly recommend it. And then I knew I wanted to do ceramic tile in here, so I chose to do a feature tile that matches the backsplash over the vanity. And I also knew I wanted to have less grout lines, so I opted to do these larger tiles as the main tile. They're very basic, very simple. They just have kind of this little stripy pattern in it. They're a little bit more modern looking, I think, than I would normally go for, but I kind of like that contrast with the vintage details that I have as well. And then we have this fancy Moen shower head, which I'm not 100% happy with, but that is another video in itself. I think I'm actually gonna post a full review about this thing because it is not cheap. But like I said, that's a story for a different time. And then I found these little basket caddies that just stick onto the tile rather than having to have something hang over your shower head. And I am very happy with these. They work super well. And then I added a couple pictures over on the wall right by the door. So I found these vintage prints at a garage sale many, many years ago. I absolutely love them. The frames are black and gold, and I thought they would just tie in perfectly with this bathroom. And then just a couple of weeks ago, while perusing at Michael's, I found this toilette sign in the clearance section. I think I paid $3 for it. It's solid metal, and of course it's the gold. And I was like, that's perfect for this bathroom. I do need to go in and paint these little screws gold to match the rest. So the rug I put in here is actually the rug that was previously in my mudroom and laundry room. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it here, but I knew I wanted to do a long runner here. I think it is a little too short. I don't know if it looks stupid because it's too short. I don't know yet. And I also wanted to do a pop of color with the rugs. So I'm thinking something with some blues and greens and pattern. So it's just kind of more of a pop of color because this bathroom is very neutral. So this bathroom was mostly redone by a contractor. However, there were a few things that I did myself to save a couple of dollars. If you watch my channel, you know I am an avid DIYer and I am all about that, but I wanted to make sure that this bathroom was done right. So that is why I contracted out the majority of the work, especially considering we were like knocking out a wall and doing drywall, which I have very little experience with.
If you guys enjoyed this video, got any ideas or inspiration, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. And like I said, hit the subscribe button down below for more content just like this. And I'll see you guys in my next video.